A familiar good poem is the place I curl into whenever I am in search of non-judging succor. There is a kindness in a poem which transcends understanding. A poet, then, sometimes understands us better than the one who loves us the most. This is Sunil Bhandari, and you are listening to Uncut Poetry. Of love and other bouts of sadness. Here I am with another love poem. As the skies keep getting streaked, I walk and write less of what I am, generous, frightened, giving, and more of what makes me indignant with this world, the strife, the unkindness. I have oft been told to be myself, which is scarcely a consolation because I am also irritable and painful to live in my own skin. Your thought, my love, then is a pause, a bower of serenity and scent, shadows and light, and that slight hint of regret. After all, what are we without our sanctuaries, however fogged they might be? I could thank you for being my sanity, but we are natural to each other, so why should I even? Everything shouldn't be sad. Maybe that's just enough of an ambition for today. Everything shouldn't be sad. Maybe that's enough of an ambition for today. I have been thinking these past few days of sanctuaries, of how we take some for granted, how we crave for some, sometimes both at the same time. I also think of how homes are most often our sanctuaries, but so are memories, so are our desires, as also our regrets. We regret chances we got and didn't hold on to. We console ourselves that the chances at least stopped by at our doorstep. Of course, the shelter of first choice and last resort is often a person, someone who listens, doesn't spoil things with advice, has a broad shoulder to put our hard head on and arms wide enough to embrace our biggest sadnesses. More than the person we love, often it's the person who is the least judgmental that we turn to. Often mere presence helps. Sometimes it's just a coffee and a slow-moving conversation discussing trifles and insignificances. But often there is just no substitute for the physical presence of a person. I have felt real hurt inside in the region of my arms and chest, hurt with a desire to have someone sink there, to hold on to someone, to feel familiar texture of skin on my skin, to deeply inhale a familiar scent, a body odour which resides in every layer of my memory. One feels bereft without this simple physicality, and the sadness is insurmountable. We realize at such times how much we are finally beings invariably left by the Creator in the care of other beings. However much we might reject their company or shun them because of their irritations, their presence is often the difference between maintaining our sanity and losing it, in however infinitesimal degree it might be. This is Sunil Bhandari, and you are listening to Uncut Poetry. If you enjoyed this poem, rate it on Spotify or leave a comment on Apple Podcast. And I have a lovely newsletter called The Uncuts, which is like a Sunday dollop of warmth and fun and beauty. Subscribe to it. The link is in the show notes. And if you loved this episode, please do share it with someone you love. See you next week.